Amy, and today we are making a galette dinner. A galette is a French version of a pie, pretty much. It's made on a baking sheet versus a pie dish, and we're going to be making a mushroom galette, a carrot galette, and an apple galette. I'm so excited to get this started in the kitchen. Join along with me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start getting our dough ready for one of the galettes. We're making this 3 times. So first and foremost, we need 1.5 cups of flour. I'm using einkorn flour. We're going to put that in the food processor. I've never made this before, except one time this past summer, and it was so much fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was with tomatoes though, so not the mushrooms or the carrots or the apple. So I have my apron on. I'm trying to learn as I'm working with flour to wear an apron. Or to get the counter messy, but that's okay. Next up is we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This is 1/4 teaspoon, so I'm just going to do it twice. Whoop, that was a lot. Clean it up, we're good. Then we are going to mix that together to get the salt and the flour incorporated. We're going to cube up cold butter. Try not to melt this. So I want to move a little faster. So anyways, I found the galette really fascinating from America's Test Kitchen, watched a YouTube video on it, and it was just so beautiful. I was like, I want to try this. We in Michigan have some really great heirloom tomatoes. In like August time frame is really when the tomato season starts. They were so good. They were fantastic. I am using Kerrygold butter. And then we need cold water that we're gonna mix in 1 tablespoon at a time, up to 4 tablespoons. So we're gonna see what this looks like now. So it said it should be pea size the butter. Okay, that looks pretty pea size to me. So now we're gonna add in the water, 1 tablespoon at a time. It's ice water, and it should form a dough ball essentially in here. There's 2 tablespoons. We're getting close. Let's try 3 tablespoons. Oh, we're getting real close. Okay, I'm thinking it's going to be exactly that 4. Wow, it is exactly 4 tablespoons. Perfect. So next it says to put onto a floured surface, and we're going to put this. It says to wrap in plastic wrap. Now, I don't use plastic wrap, so I'm hoping I can just use my stasher bags and it'll be okay. So floured surface, and we're going to form into a disc, essentially, to go in the fridge for about an hour. It does say you can do this overnight. Now, I'm having the dinner today, so I need it to be done today. It smells very buttery. I love the color of the einkorn flour. It's very yellow. And then mix it with the yummy Kerrygold butter, which is the Irish butter, which is already very yellow as well. So we're just gonna shape this into a disc. I'm not gonna over touch it because I don't want the butter to melt. And that was super easy. This is pie crust. That was very easy. So, those little pieces stuck on there, some flour on there too. And we have our first one done. So I'm going to put it in my my stasher bag and pop this in the fridge. Okay. Number 2 is done. Put it in our stasher bag and see it in the fridge an hour later. Okay, our third disc is done. That was very easy. Okay, we're gonna put this away in the fridge for an hour. Okay, it's time to start getting the filling for the galette ready. We have about 15 minutes until we have to get it in the oven. So first and foremost, let's start with the mushrooms. So we have some beautiful, beautiful mushrooms to use in the galette today. Take a look at these. Look at how beautiful those are. So we have a wide variety of mushrooms. They smell so good. We're gonna have some shallots in with the mushrooms, so we'll get that chopped up. And then we have this beautiful blue cheese that will be at the base of the galette. So it'll be the galette, some blue cheese. We're gonna mix this up. I do have my food processor if we need to like cream it up. I'm hoping I can just do it by hand. And then we'll top it with some thyme. So it'll be super easy. We'll get those mushrooms cooking down. I do have white wine ready if it's needed to deglaze the pan. I then am going to get our carrots all chopped up as well. Look at these beautiful carrots. Beautiful carrots. We have a purple, we have a yellow, we have 2 oranges. That will be perfect. I have some thyme that will mix with that and the shallots as well. The base for that is going to be this beautiful honey goat cheese. So it's in a nice pan. I'm going to have some honey on top as well. And then we'll do the apples. But first I want to go ahead and get the more savory ones ready to go. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and get our shallots chopped up since that's going to be used for both dishes. I've gone ahead and started my oven for 375. I love the smell of shallots. It smells so nice. This is the third shallot. I'm going to save all of the peels and put it in the freezer for when I make bone broth next. We have our beautiful shallots. They smell so good. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and slice up our carrots. I'm going to save all this, including our carrot peels, for bone broth. So we'll give these a shred. We have our beautiful carrots that we're going to go ahead and start chopping. Thin, but not too thin. This one's kind of thick, so I think I'm going to cut the other way too. All of our carrots are now chopped up. Love the smell of carrots. Let's go ahead and start with this amount of mushrooms. They will shrink down, so we can always add more if needed. Okay, I have my pan heating. We're going to go ahead and add some oil. This is for our shallots. This is going to be for both the carrots and the mushrooms. So we'll take half out for the carrots and then add the mushrooms in. Smells phenomenal. I do have some white wine to deglaze the pan. When we add in the mushrooms, we'll add in a little bit of salt. Actually, let's add a little bit of salt in now. We just want them soft. We don't want to caramelize them because they are going to bake in the oven with the galette. So I'd say these are perfect for the carrots. You can see how yummy those are. I'm going to do about half. Like that. We're going to add in our mushrooms. add in a bit more salt to help sweat out the mushrooms. Flying mushroom. Okay, we're gonna let those cook down. I added a little bit more mushrooms because they really have cooked down. I think this seems more appropriate now. I'm gonna add in some of the white wine just to cook it off because otherwise it's ready to go. So this will cook off any of the alcohol, but it will leave that really nice wine flavor in the mushrooms and in the onion. This is perfect. That's ready to go. We're going to turn off the heat, and now we're going to get our galettes ready. Okay, time for our galette. So I have a pan with a silicone mat. We're going to grab one of our crusts and get it out from the fridge. I'm going to spray this just in case. I don't know, I'm so nervous that it's going to stick. But there's a ton of butter in it, so it shouldn't. Okay, so we're going to kind of pat this down. Now, I'm assuming the einkorn is what's making it a little bit more crumbly, but that's okay. I'm going to use my hands, I think, just to keep it nice together. There we go. Now I just realized this rolling pin, it's not going to be able to roll very well because the sheet pan. So what we're going to do, we're going to take that off. Now it's kind of breaking, but I think that's the einkorn flour. Okay, so this is ready. We're gonna go ahead and start getting our, let's do the blue cheese one first. I'm gonna take a bowl and I'm going to kind of mash it around. Create some sort of creamy-like paste to be able to put on our galette. Now, I went to a cheese shop and got this, but I'm sure you can get whatever blue cheese you have. Probably about half of this to start, I'm thinking. And let's just give that a mash and create some creaminess. Blue cheese has so much flavor by itself. Now, the reason for the cheese layer is so the moisture from the mushrooms and the onions don't like come through the dough. This is perfect. So we're just gonna spread this out. I did get this out of the fridge, so maybe like 20 minutes ago, so I think that could be why it's easy to spread right now as well. Okay, what do you think? I think we're ready. So I'm gonna put this right on top of our cheese. Wow, these smell amazing. You can really smell the white wine. That is our beautiful mushroom layer. We're going to take some time and put this right on top. This smells fantastic. I thought thyme would go really well with all the flavors too. Plus, thyme is just so easy. You just kind of pinch it and it comes right off. Okay, here's our galette. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and kind of put it up. I'm probably going to need a knife because I can tell the dough is getting a little warm. So you're going to kind of put it up like this Make your own sort of pie situation. I mean, how beautiful is this? Like, this is just nothing I've ever seen before. There is our first galette. So now I'm going to take my baking pan and kind of slide it back on. There's our first galette. Now I'm going to do an egg wash at the end for all of them. So I'm going to wait until I'm ready for the carrot one. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with our carrot galette dough. Roll it now. It's nice because it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Like, you just kind of form it yourself, and such a beautiful dough. Okay, gorgeous, beautiful. Now we're going to take that delicious honey goat cheese. Now I'm just not even going to use that other dish because I think it should just be cream. Yep, it's nice and creamy already. Let's start with that. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some honey to the bottom of this cheese as well as the top of the carrots, just to really get that honey flavor in here. So we're going to just kind of push this down ourselves. Okay, I think we are good there. We're going to go ahead and add our shallots first, and then we're going to go ahead and add in our carrots. So I'm going to kind of arrange them. I think I might do like the rainbow color first. I'll do like the orange on the outside. Okay, beautiful. We're going to drizzle with the honey. Just a nice drizzle there. And then a little bit of salt, just a tiny bit. Okay. And look at that. We're going to fold this up. This is so beautiful. There is our beautiful carrot galette. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get that in egg wash. And we're going to get these in the oven for about 40 minutes while we get the other one going, the apple galette. Doesn't have to be super beautiful. Like, you can just paste it on. Just a little bit of a wash to get that nice color. I'm going to sprinkle with some flaky salt just for some fun appearance too. I thought that would be really pretty when it bakes up. Okay, these are gonna go in the oven. So I knew the apple one would be really easy. I just sliced up some apples with some lemon juice. As for the sweetener, I'm just gonna use a little bit of maple syrup and then a lot of cinnamon. These are cinnamon apple galettes. Gotta use a lot of cinnamon then. I love cinnamon. Big fan of cinnamon over here. We'll go ahead and give that a mix. And that's it. That's so simple. Look at that. Looks so good. Okay, so next up is we're gonna go ahead and get our galette rolled out and get this in the oven. So I don't have 3 silicone mats, so we're gonna have to just do the old parchment paper with this one. Okay, nice dough. Let's get it rolled out. Get some anger out. So I brushed the other ones with an egg wash and topped with sea salt. I wish I had some like thick sugar because that would be super fun for this one, but I think I might just do Wish I had like some slivered almonds or walnuts or something. You know, that would be fun to dust it with that. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. The bottom, you know how I have cheese on the other ones? Maybe I'll do like a little walnut crumble bottom. I love to just think on the fly. So I have my little food processor here. Just put that in real quick. Perfect. I'll blend it up. I think I might add in just a little cinnamon, because why not? We will spoon this now onto the bottom. And that will be the barrier. And now we add the apples. So I don't think I'm going to do anything super pretty with them. I'm just going to, beautiful. Just gorgeous. Okay. And we know we just got to like fold this up into our galette shape. Kind of, you know, it doesn't have to be overly beautiful. Just fold it nicely up. It's gorgeous. Okay, we're going to do our egg wash. And now just some of that crumble, I think on the sides would just be beautiful. Just to showcase like, hey, what's inside, you know? That is the most beautiful apple galette I've ever seen. We're gonna go ahead and get this in the oven with the other two. I just took some time to clean up. Let's take a look to see how they're looking. Looks beautiful. I think they still need, it's hard to tell. I'm still thinking a few more minutes. Let's go ahead and give it 10 more minutes. Okay, our galettes are done. Look at this delicious apple galette. We will serve this with some vanilla gelato. Give it a taste test. This is our blue cheese shallot mushroom galette. Look at how delicious that looks. And then our last one is this fantastic looking carrot galette with honey goat cheese. Can't wait to dig into these and give them a try. Thanks for joining me in the Mitten Kitchen today. I'm Amy, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.